Corey Connor from Girl Scouts of Southern Alabama, also known as Felicia Frizzle. Today we're going to ask the question, does soap really work? I don't know, does it? To answer that question, we're going to conduct an experiment. For this experiment, we will be using a prepared petri dish with agar, some soap, and water. What is agar? Most agars are made out of algae or seaweed, and when mixed with a nutrient like bouillon, it provides a good place for bacteria and fungi to grow. Scientists use petri dishes with agar to study bacteria and fungi. We are going to use petri dishes to see where bacteria and fungi grow and how we can prevent bacteria and fungi from growing in certain places. Let's begin with a little bit of a review. Bacteria are organisms that are only one cell big. This is why we can't see them unless we have a microscope. We are made up of millions of cells, skin cells, muscle cells, blood cells, and many more. A bacterium itself doesn't really grow in size, but when there is plenty of food around, it will split into 2 bacteria. Then each of those bacteria will split, and now we have 4, and then we have 8, and so on. These bacteria are exactly the same and live very close together. This is called a colony. When checking your bacterial growth, you'll be counting different colonies. Each colony contains millions of bacteria. You will see that different colonies with different shapes and colors. Now let's see where bacteria grow and how we can stop them from growing. Here's our experiment. Does soap really work? Again, for this experiment, we're going to use a prepared petri dish with agar, some soap, and water. Now with a black marker, you're going to divide the bottom of your petri dish into 2 halves and label each half A and B. And then I'm going to gently slide my finger over the surface of agar A. Now I'm going to wash my hands very well with soap and water and slide my finger gently across agar on B. So now I return from the bathroom, and I'm going to swipe the left side with my washed hands. Now I'm going to cover the petri dish with the top and now wait to observe the colonies. They'll usually start to grow within a couple of days. So we'll come back in a few days and see our results. Does toothpaste kill bacteria? Did you know the reason we wash our hands is the same reason we brush our teeth? Research shows our mouths have lots of bacteria in them, and if these bacteria have extra food, they will multiply, which means lots of colonies. When there are lots of bacteria, we get cavities. We need to brush our teeth to remove food so that bacteria can't multiply. We will always have bacteria living in our mouths. But with brushing our teeth, we make sure there are not too many of them. So again, we're going to ask the question, does toothpaste kill bacteria? For this experiment, we're going to need a petri dish with agar, some toothpaste, and 2 cotton swabs. With a black marker, divide the bottom of your petri dish into 2 halves and label each half A and B. I've already done that. Then I'm going to swab the inside of my mouth and smear the cotton swab with both sides of the petri dish, A and B. So I'm going to do both sides. Now using the second cotton swab, smear toothpaste on side B only. I'm going to cover the petri dish and top it with some warm water. So I'm swabbing my mouth. I'm going to put side A and B. And then with my second swab, I'm going to take, again, the toothpaste. And this is just a small little one that my dentist gave me at my last checkup. And I'm going to put it on side B. Hopefully I can get it exactly where I just swabbed it because it's really hard to see. Then I'm going to close my Petri dish and put it aside. We'll come back in a few days to see our results. How do antibiotics really work? Microbes that make us sick are called germs. Germs can enter our body through open cuts or simply through our nose and mouth. Often, when bacteria makes us sick, we can take medicine called antibiotics to make us feel better. Antibiotics are medicines that kill bacteria. You might have been given antibiotics before to cure an earache or possibly strep throat. Some antibiotic ointments are used on cuts. Have you ever heard someone say, put some Neo on it? Well, Neosporin is an antibiotic. Well, let's see if antibiotics really work. Here's a hint. Anti means against. For this experiment, we need antibiotics, and I have a small tube, 1 Petri dish with agar, and 1 cotton swab. So with a black marker, I've already divided my Petri dish into 2 halves, labeled A and B. And for the bacteria, I'm just going to use my fingers. I'm going to touch some stuff, get some germs all on it, touch myself, touch my ears, touch my face. And then I'm literally going to take my fingers and just swab them on A and B. I'm going to take the antibiotic cream, put it on side B, close the Petri dish, let our bacteria grow, and then we'll revisit it in a couple of days. So, like the kids say, bye Felicia.